Good evening. I'm Miranda Ferris, president of the Enid Public School Foundation, and I have the privilege of welcoming you to the 2025 Education Celebration. We're here today to honor 16 building level teachers of the year, 3 support professionals, 3 Rookie of the Year finalists, and 4 Teachers of Tomorrow, EHS students who are planning to go into the field of education after graduation. The individuals at the tables before me represent the best of Enid Public Schools. There is no greater honor, in my opinion, than to be selected and recognized by your peers. Those who see your ongoing work and understand the difference you make each day. But this event is also a salute to all Enid Public Schools educators. After all, excellence in education can be found in every classroom, department, office, and program. Enid Public Schools is the ideal place for parents to enroll their children and for their students to be nurtured, to learn, to achieve, and to grow into the quality, successful people we want them to be. As an educator, you accomplish critical work each day, but please know you are not alone. Enid community members who are infinitely supportive of this district believe in your mission and the promise that public education holds for each and every child with their time, financial support, advocacy, and prayers. They work to ensure teachers have the resources they need to help every student reach his or her greatest potential. This commitment is evident by the wonderful sponsors for this evening's event, which can be read about on the back of your program. These sponsors are Messer Bowers Insurance, Morgan Stanley, Rotary Club of Enid, St. Mary's Regional Medical Center, Universal Management and Maintenance Company, Interbank, Rick's Pharmacy, Moyer Electric, Grondike Transport, Cowboy Bank, Culligan of Enid, Dennis Plumbing Company, Greater Enid Chamber of Commerce, and Stevens Ford. We would also like to thank Joe and Renee Heiberger for sponsoring the finalist reception. Also chief among your greatest supporters are the Enid Public School Foundation Board of Trustees, who I am honored to work beside and introduce now. Joe Heiberger, Vice President, Jennifer Bird, Treasurer, who is not with us this evening, Laura Whitehead, Secretary, Susan Elliott, who is not with us this evening, Amber Fitzgerald, Buster McClish, also not with us this evening, Jay Sharp, Anita Trojan, who is not with us this evening, and Taylor Venus, who is not with us this evening. Fellow trustees, thank you for your service to this organization and to the students and staff of Enid Public Schools. I know it is a labor of love and your work is truly appreciated. Additionally, I want to recognize any of our Enid Public Schools board members who may be here tonight. Your dedication to our students and our district does not go unnoticed. I also want to thank our executive director, Jana Jackson, who spends countless hours ensuring we are maximizing support for Enid Public Schools students. She is a champion for children who goes above and beyond to grow opportunities and resources for them. As I close, I have an important message for every teacher, administrator, support professional, and substitute here with us tonight, and for those watching at home. Thank you for choosing to be an educator, and thank you for investing your time and talent right here at home with students of Enid Public Schools. Your community and your foundation are forever grateful for your service. At this time, I would like to introduce the Superintendent for Enid Public Schools, Dr. Darrow.
Good evening, everyone. Well, first of all, I just want to tell you thanks for coming out here tonight as we celebrate some of our wonderful Enid Public Schools employees. We are so blessed to have the employees that we have. They do a great job each and every day, and this is a wonderful opportunity to celebrate another successful school year. I just want to echo a couple of comments that were made by Miranda. We have such a wonderful partnership with the Enid Public Schools Foundation. We work hand in hand together. We're so appreciative of that. Not only the teacher grants that we give out every year, but also across the street, the tennis courts projects would not be possible without the foundation. And I just want to say a special shout out to Mrs. Janet Jackson as well. Great partnership, second to none. If you would, join me in a round of applause for Ms. Jackson and the foundation. We are so very fortunate to work together, and I truly mean that. Next, I'd like to recognize our Enid Public Schools Board of Education. Our Board of Education works many, many hours, and this is oftentimes a thankless job. This is an unpaid position that oftentimes goes unnoticed as well. But our board members work hard each and every day to provide a quality education to every student across our district. I'm going to list off their names. I know I've got one of them here tonight, but I'm going to list off their names, and if you would, let's give them a round of applause collectively. President Chad Mance, Vice President Randy Long, back there I see, Mrs. Tori Turnbow, Mr. Matt Sampson, Reverend Joe Blackwood, Matt Lohman, Dr. Kim Tinius, and Colonel Littles, our honorary Vance Air Force Base board member. Again, let's give them a round of applause for the job they do every day. While recognizing people, I want to recognize 4 other people that I lean on hard every day, that our leadership team up at Central Office. We are the XLT, Executive Leadership Team is what we call ourselves, but we bounce these ideas off each other every day. We work collectively together as a team. I'm going to call them out real quick. If you kind of wave your hand, please. Dr. Angela Rhodes, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education. Right beside her is Mr. Randy Rader, Assistant Superintendent for Elementary. Front and center, Mrs. Jane Johnson. She's our HR Director in Communications. And very back over there in the purple is Dr. Sam Robinson, our CFO. Again, I truly mean this. We are very, very fortunate to have the leadership that we have across the district, and thank you for the job you guys do every day, especially listening to me sometimes as well. 2 other people I want to thank real quick. I don't see them, but I know they've done a lot of legwork to get this thing going tonight. That's Mr. Mark Ray. Mark Ray works with our technology and our video streaming. He also set up this board here tonight. Looks wonderful. And Mrs. Miranda Johnson is floating around somewhere. She might be upstairs, Jane says. But those 2 have worked very, very hard. If you get a chance to thank them, they've done an exceptional job setting this up tonight as well. Lastly, I want to circle back and I want to talk about the Enid Public Schools Employees of the Year. I just want to start by thanking you, all of you, for choosing to work at Enid Public Schools. And thank you for signing on to do the job that you do each and every day. We all know that public education sometimes is a little tough with the current climate. But together, we're all sticking together and we're all truly making a difference to the next generation. I appreciate you coming to work each and every day, working as a team collectively across the district. We are all pulling on the same rope, helping our school district together. And at the end of the day, we are making a difference in kids' lives. And we are truly making a difference. You guys, we're all making a difference in the next generation. So I want to say thank you for choosing to work for Enid Public Schools. And I want to echo what Mrs. Miranda just said. What an honor to get recognized by your peers. I can't think of a better honor. So congratulations again. And I want to pass the mic to Mrs. Amber Fitzgerald because I know none of you came to listen to me, but to the employees again, one more big round of applause. Great job. Proud of each and every one of you. Mrs. Amber Fitzgerald.
As we celebrate public education in our schools this evening, it is also important that we look to the future. Oklahoma faces a significant teacher shortage, and we are grateful to every individual who aspires to make a difference as an educator. Tonight, we are honoring 4 Enid High School students who plan to attend college and then enter the classroom themselves as elementary, middle school, or high school teachers. Students, we know that the best and the brightest are right here in the hallways of Enid High School, and we hope that one day you will return to make a difference for the next generation of Plainsmen and Pacers. Our first Teacher of Tomorrow honoree is Jacob Hassler. Jacob is involved in the academic team, drama production, student council, National Honor Society, is a senior class officer, and a member of the Principal's Advisory Committee. He plans to attend the University of Central Oklahoma. He decided to become a teacher because he has always found satisfaction in helping others. He credits 3 teachers for making a difference in his life and school career: Mrs. Nidek, Mr. Hugaboom, and Mr. Guthrie. Congratulations, Jacob. Our next Teacher of Tomorrow honoree is Gracie Hitt. Gracie is involved in teacher cadet and competitive speech. She plans to attend Northeastern Oklahoma State University. She decided to become a teacher because she truly wants to make an impact on young children and to help them grow as students and humans. Gracie was inspired by her first grade teacher, Mrs. Craig, who was always there for her even as she grew older. Congratulations, Gracie. Our next Teacher of Tomorrow honoree is Sage Hafner. Sage is involved in basketball, tennis, band, honor society, student council, and is a class officer. While she is undecided about where to go to college, the college that she will attend, she is sure about becoming a teacher because she has always loved helping kids. Even when she was little, she could see herself choosing teaching as a career. She also credits her 5th grade teacher for inspiring her to become an educator. Congratulations, Sage. And our final Teacher of Tomorrow honoree is Maya, my script is wrong, Maya Smart. Maya is involved in cheerleading. Maya is involved in cheerleading, National Honor Society, and is a student council officer. She plans to attend Northern Oklahoma College. She decided to become a teacher because she enjoys being around young kids and wants to have a classroom that is filled with love. As a teacher intern at Taft Elementary School, she says Mrs. Tate and Mrs. Gant have made a huge impact on her life, modeling for her the important details of teaching. Congratulations. Next, I would like to introduce our Executive Director, Jana Jackson.
Thank you, Amber. And I know they have been thanked, but a lot of people work on this event, but there's a few people that work many, many hours. So I want to once again thank Miranda Johnson and Mark Ray and Jane Johnson for all the extra efforts that they've given for tonight. Dozens of hours, maybe hundreds, a few sleepless nights. It is my honor and privilege to introduce the District's Support Professional of the Year finalists. These finalists have been nominated by their peers, and the winners are chosen by a committee of community members through a blind selection process. Finalists, when I call your name, please come to the stage to be recognized. And we invite your family members and we encourage them to come up and take photos of you during this presentation because it's your time. And so we want to make sure you feel comfortable in getting those pictures and memories. Our first finalist is from Hayes Elementary, Cassandra Brandt. Cassandra is a library media aide at Hayes. She says, "My favorite thing about being in the library is interacting with the students. I absolutely love watching the students become excited about reading. Helping them find books to get lost in and share them with their peers is my favorite thing." Thank you, Cassandra. This one. Little technical difficulty here. And that was for Cassandra Brandt. We have a certificate for you, Cassandra. We had a little moment. I think they call that a mulligan in golf. We've got it down now. Our next Support Professional of the Year finalist is from Enid High School. Please welcome Michelle Castro. Michelle is an EHS Career Quest job coach at Enid High. She said, I fulfill the mission of our school by always being willing to help and wanting to build others up. I'm always being positive and never meeting a stranger. I try to teach respect in a way that a student can try to understand by giving examples or taking the time to listen and talk to them. I try to make students feel important and valued. Thank you so much, Michelle. And from Eisenhower Elementary, we have Danielle Smith, the secretary at Eisenhower. Danielle said, I like being able to help my teachers, students, and parents at our building. I take the most pride in the trust my parents have in me. Being the face of our families that our families see and the voice they hear when they have questions or have a concern is an important position to hold, and it can set the tone for how parents think of your school, staff, and district. Thank you so much, Danielle. And for more insight on how these individuals are making a difference for students, please take a moment to watch this video produced by Mark Ray and EPS TV.
It makes me feel really good. I also think there are a lot of other people who deserve that as well, but it's nice to be recognized for the extra things that I do and the things that I do just as part of my job, because I work really hard to make sure that the district runs smooth, and a lot of things I do are kind of behind the scenes and quiet. So it's nice for other people to see that.
It makes me feel super excited and proud. Just makes me feel really good about myself and what the school sees. I don't know, like it just makes me feel good. I absolutely love being a Hayes Hawk. I feel like this is my second home, and everyone has just been amazing for me. They're the greatest support that helped me be a better person in the building.
Yes, I'd like to say I'm very grateful for all the opportunities that I've had and the people that I worked with along the way. I started off just being able to come in with the small part-time, and now I worked my way up to full-time, and the people that I've worked with have been a blessing. Nothing but positivity and growing for the department that I work in.
Thank you, Mark. And it is my pleasure to announce the Enid Public Schools District Support Professional of the Year from Hayes Elementary, Cassandra Brandt. One more. And Cassandra, I don't know if you've seen this before, but I am going to ask you to come up and say a few words.
Okay. I actually did research. I watched last year's video. I just want to say thank you so much. I feel so honored. We do a lot for our building. Our support staff does. It's really nice to be recognized for the things that we do, because there's a lot of things that we do that is hidden. Like, we're more than just our title, you know? And just thank you so much for all the nominations, and thank you. I'm sorry, I'm so nervous. Okay, thank you.
The rest of you can start preparing your speeches, just in case. It's now time to introduce the Rookie Teacher of the Year finalists. Rookie of the Year finalists have been in the classroom for 3 years or less, and they represent the best and brightest among our new teachers. In this time when fewer teachers are entering the profession, we would like to recognize those that are new to the classroom and who are excelling in their field. Please come to the stage as I read your name to allow Dr. Darrow and our foundation president to recognize and congratulate you individually for your excellence. And once again, families are encouraged to come to the front and take pictures of your special moment. Our first finalist is Sarah Biggers. Sarah is a speech-language pathologist at Prairie View and Hoover Elementary. She has been with the district for 2 years. Sarah says, "What I love most about my job is the opportunity to help children discover and use their voices to express their needs and wants, whether it's through the use of a communication device or supporting them in mastering speech sounds. I find joy in meeting my students exactly where they are." Thank you, Sarah. From Enid High School, we have Sadie Sandifer. Sadie has been with Enid Public Schools for 3 years. She teaches biology and she coaches swimming. She says, "What I like most about teaching is the impact, whether small or large, that you can have on a student, the unique and individual relationships that you build, and the lesson on the content, but also about how they can be the best version of themselves." Thank you, Sadie. And from Longfellow Middle School, we have Justin Tyler. Justin has been with the district for 2 years and teaches 7th grade geography. He says, "I love seeing the passion and enthusiasm that the staff at my school has for providing an education for our students. Our staff really cares about the students and about equipping them with the knowledge and skills to not just be successful in school, but also so they can be successful in life." Thank you, Justin. And once again, Mark Ray has created a video that provides a glimpse into the work our Rookie of the Year finalists are doing for students every day in the classrooms.
So I became a speech pathologist because I knew I wanted to work with people and help them and be able to really make a difference in their lives. And I love that as a speech pathologist, I get to focus on communication because communication plays such a huge role in our lives. It's how we're able to connect with other people and express ourselves.
I became a teacher because for me, growing up, my parents weren't always the most involved. They weren't always around. They were working and, doing the things adults have to do. And so for me, teachers made a huge difference in how I turned out and showing me what to do and where to go and how to be an adult.
If you have a vision, don't be scared to speak it and voice it because we can find the support to get it. The sky's the limit, and if you want to accomplish something, you can absolutely do it. The more fun that you have in the classroom, the more fun your job will be, and the kids will be more engaged, the lessons learned will be more valuable to them. And again, this is what you're doing with your career. You want to do something that's pushing you to be the best version of yourself.
I would just like to say thank you. I work with the best people and I love coming to work every single day.
Just that we need to keep doing the work because teachers make the difference.
Thank you again for this opportunity. Like, I'm very honored for this nomination, and I look forward to seeing who becomes the Rookie of the Year.
Thank you, Mark. And it's my pleasure to announce the Enid Public Schools District Rookie Teacher of the Year from Longfellow Middle School, Justin Tyler. Justin, we would love it if you would say a few words.
I'm just really grateful for the opportunity to work with the awesome students we have over at Longfellow and with the great staff that we do. I'm really grateful for all the opportunities that have been provided for me and my family since we've moved to Enid, and for our families, and especially to my wife for being so supportive, and to the rest of my family for supporting me through this.
Congratulations again. And it is now time to introduce our Teacher of the Year finalists. Each of these educators has had the honor of being selected by their peers for their work in the classroom and their dedication to our students. Please come to the stage as I read your names so that our superintendent, Dr. Darrow, and foundation president, Miranda Ferris, can recognize and congratulate you individually for your excellence. And once again, families, please come forward and take pictures of your special moment. Our first finalist is Amy Reed from Adams Elementary. Amy has been in education for 20 years and spent 15 of those years with Enid Public Schools. She says, "School is my happy place, and making it a happy place for my students drives my passion for teaching." Thank you, Amy. From Coolidge Elementary, we have Mercedes Kirkhart. Mercedes teaches first grade at Coolidge. She has been in education for 4 years and spent all 4 of those years at Enid Public Schools. She says to my students, "You are the reason I come to work every day with a full heart. Your curiosity, courage, and boundless potential remind me that our work as educators is some of the most important work in the world. In your laughter and determination, I see the future and am filled with hope." Thank you, Mercedes. From Eisenhower Elementary, we have Crystal Carrillo. Crystal teaches second grade at Eisenhower. She has been in education for 15 years, and she has spent 5 years with our district. She says connections and family involvement are the most important thing in a school setting, and she tries to foster that in her work. Thank you, Crystal. Congratulations. Next, we have from Garfield Elementary, Kayla Nicolin. Kayla teaches 5th grade at Garfield. She has been in education For 15 years, she has spent 4 of those years here with Enid Public Schools. Kayla says, I love being able to transform our classroom into a fun and engaging experience. Being able to teach students a new skill and watching them grasp it is so rewarding. Thank you, Kayla. And from Glenwood Elementary, we have Lintha Niles. Lintha teaches 4th grade at Glenwood. She has been in education for 41 years, and she has spent all of those years here with Enid Public Schools, and our students are so fortunate to have had her. She says, I enjoy watching the students become empowered to ask difficult questions and work to find their answers. Thank you, Lintha. And from Hayes Elementary, we have Annie Culbertson. Annie teaches pre-kindergarten at Hayes. She's been in education for 16 years. She has spent 14 years with Enid Public Schools. Annie says, I strive to make my classroom a learning environment designed with creative, interactive centers and enriched activities. Every day is filled with joyful learning opportunities, which fills both my students and myself with encouragement and inspiration as we grow together. Thank you, Annie. And from Hoover Elementary, we have Danielle Smith. Danielle teaches physical education at Hoover. She's been in education for 10 years and has spent 8 years with our district. She says, as educators, we cannot let circumstances define our outcomes. We push through, we advocate, we create, and we adapt to provide the best learning environment for all. Use each day as another chance to spark curiosity and ignite the minds of our students. Thank you, Danielle. From McKinley Elementary, we have Melissa Gibson. Melissa teaches 1st grade at McKinley. She has been in education for 10 years and has spent 5 of those years with the Enid Public Schools. She says, I love the excitement and joy for my students when they learn something new. To see them grow, develop, and make connections with the world around them throughout the year is amazing. Thank you so much, Melissa. And from Monroe Elementary, we have Marla Fuchsa. Marla teaches 2nd grade at Monroe. She has been in education for 31 years, and she has spent 31 years with our district. Marla says, I enjoy getting to build a relationship with my students each year. I love seeing their face light up when they get a skill that they had struggled with. Thank you, Marla. Next, from Prairie View Elementary, we have Reagan Newman. Reagan teaches 3rd grade at Prairie View. She's been in education for 12 years, and she has spent 10 years with Enid Public Schools. She says, every day I strive to be the encouragement they need by offering support and inspiration to help them grow and thrive. I enjoy being able to inspire my students to become the best versions of themselves so they can achieve success in the future. Thank you, Reagan. From Taft Elementary, we have Allie Silver. Allie teaches 3rd grade at Taft. She's been in education for 6 years, and she has spent that entire 6 years with our district. Allie says, I believe teaching is the most rewarding profession out there. I enjoy creating bonds with students to create a positive learning environment. I enjoy knowing that I am making a difference every day while I'm at work, and that I am helping shape the future of many generations to come. Thank you, Allie. Next, from Emerson Middle School, we have Heather Reams. Heather teaches science at Emerson. She's been in education for 33 years, and she's spent all 33 years right here with Enid Public Schools. She says, investing in my students is the best part of my career. I get a chance to support young people that are in the process of developing. I provide an environment that helps them discover who they will be and what is important to them. I can see the world through their eyes and introduce them to ideas and information. I learn from my students. Thank you, Heather. And from Longfellow Middle School, we have Craig Engel. Craig teaches instrumental music. He's the director of instrumental music at Longfellow. He's been in education for 12 years. He has spent 4 of those years with Enid Public Schools. Craig says that being able to share the universal language of music with my students and being able to watch them grow musically, perform and succeed in contests, make honor bands, and want to come in all hours of the school day to practice or just hang out in the band room reminds me daily why I have the best job in the world. Thank you, Craig. From Waller Middle School, we have April Honigsberg. April teaches 6th grade math at Waller. She's been in education for 9 years, and she has spent that entire 9 years with Enid Public Schools. She says, my favorite moments in teaching have been knowing that I have changed their life for the better. This is what so many teachers did for me, but they never even knew it. Thank you, April. From Enid High School, we have Trent Holland. Trent teaches biology and is the wrestling coach at Enid High. He's been in education for 24 years, and he's spent that entire 24 years right here with Enid Public Schools. Trent says, it is very rewarding to see my students transition from hesitant beginners to confident learners who start to see the big picture and understand the values and responsibilities that come with being an Enid Plainsman. Watching them grow not only academically, but also in their relationships with other teachers, coaches, and administration is one of the most fulfilling aspects of my role as a teacher. Thank you, Trent. And our last finalist is from Lincoln Academy, Erin Caffey. Erin is the newcomer Academy teacher at Lincoln. She's been in education for 11 years. She has spent 6 of those years with Enid Public Schools. Erin says, what I love most about teaching is the privilege of building genuine relationships with my students. I cherish being one of the people in their lives, constantly cheering them on, celebrating their successes, and offering support during setbacks. Meeting each student where they are, understanding their unique learning styles, and addressing their individual needs is paramount to me. Thank you, Erin. And again, If you will direct your attention to our video board, we will learn a little bit more about our finalists.
I really enjoy to see the growth and the excitement on students' faces when they learn something. To teach a child, you have to reach a child. And so I am constantly trying to find out the students' interests and reaching to them. And I know for a fact that whenever you put your heart into them, they reciprocate and put their heart into you, which means they'll do whatever you need them to do.
I became a teacher. I love watching kids learn and grow. I feel like teaching also provides me an opportunity to learn and grow as well. So those are the main reasons. I really enjoy my class. They're very funny. I love being around the kids. They make me want to come to work. I would say go for it. I love it. I would also say find your people. I've met my best friends in teaching. Some of them don't work here still, but we still talk every day. They're teaching at different buildings, and I think it's just important to find your people in teaching.
Yeah. I had those teachers that pulled me up and saved me when I was in grade school because I was not a good student and I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself. So after I had enough of them keep telling me you can, I finally believed them and switched my life around. Oh, it's that golden aha light bulb moment where somebody who doesn't have that confidence comes in and chimes in and she has everything. I just need her to say it all the way through, and then that glow on their little faces of, oh, I get it. And then they gain that confidence. And then the next time they ask with a little more confidence, and after a while they don't need to as much because they've figured out what they need to do to achieve.
What inspired me to become a teacher is probably, honestly, if you look at all their sweet, precious, innocent faces, who wouldn't want to lead them into a magnificent journey of learning? A child's brain is basically fully developed by the age of 5. And so I have 1 year to make a large impact upon them. And I feel very blessed to have that opportunity to help them cognitively, socially, emotionally, and set high expectations for them so they love to learn. You just set high expectations and you're just surprised how much they can retain. And just all levels. It's just every day I think is a blessing because you can even just be teaching them their 8 expectations and they're just so kind and innocent. And so the day is just filled with wonderful memories, honestly.
I really always loved school. It was like a safe place for me, as it is for a lot of kids. I truly just enjoyed it. From kindergarten, my first teacher, to my senior year English teacher really had huge impacts on me. And then also my little sister was born when I was 15, and I kind of helped a lot in raising her for different reasons, and just watching her developmentally grow. And then right as she was getting into school, pre-K, kindergarten, I was starting college. So watching that, I was like, I really like this. I come to school, I live and breathe what I do, but like those aha moments, I feel like just the relationship building, it's such a huge part of everything in a classroom, as I'm sure any teacher would tell you, but it's building those relationships helps the kids, helps them on assessments, because if you don't have that good relationship with them, and if they don't feel safe, secure, loved, appreciated when they walk in that door, like, they're not gonna perform.
I think it's my love of music overall. When I graduated high school, and knew that my band time was over, or I thought it was over because I didn't know what I wanted to do then, I made the decision, like, this doesn't have to end. You know, I love band. I want to share this with other kids. My biggest thing is, like I said, create a welcoming environment for the students. Let them know that you care about them. Let them know the reason that you're here is because of them. And even on the bad days where I get a little upset with them, a little passionate when I'm conducting, I remind them that it's because I care. If I didn't care that they would be better, that they could be better, I wouldn't get so worked up about my job. So just constantly reminding them that I'm here for them, I feel like it helps them out, helps me out. It sets a good tone overall.
I had teachers that just made a huge influence on me and met me where I needed to be met. And I was really like, that's where my heart is. So that's, I don't know, I just wanted to be there for kids. Somebody that they needed that I didn't have, or somebody that showed them something that maybe they didn't get the first time from somebody else teaching it to them. You have to build relationships based on how they respond to you. You can't just walk in and go, okay, every year we're gonna do this activity and this activity, it's gonna have the same result. You have to cater to them when you're building those relationships. Get rid of the academics for 2 weeks. I know that's hard at the beginning because it's like, oh, we gotta get started. Give yourself 2 weeks, really get to know those students, really get them to trust you and what you can do for them.
I feel like the reason why I chose to become a teacher was I took a summer job while I was in college, working at a daycare, and I just really liked the relationships that I was able to build with those school-age kids. And then I ended up changing my major to education. I also had an aunt who has worked for education for 30 plus years, getting to see her do all the things that she does, and get to make those relationships and just make a difference, and I wanted to be able to do that. When I have a student in my class in 3rd grade, you know, they're my student for the remainder of their career through, you know, college and our high school and beyond. I love when kids will come back and say hi.
I grew up with my mom having an in-home daycare, and so I saw my mom love on kids and teach kids. And then my senior year of high school, I needed help with a geometry class, and Christine Smith was my tutor. And when I would go for tutoring, she would have her kindergarten stuff all laid out, and I thought, what a fun job. So it was my mom and it was Chris Smith. Don't give up. There's gonna be hard days. There's gonna be days when you wanna quit, but you can't do it. You have to look these guys in the face and just say you're gonna come back and do another day, because it will get better.
My parents were teachers, and so from as long as I can remember, that's who I was around. And I thought that the things that they did were awesome. We'd have kids, Dad coached, and so we'd have kids stop by the house for this and that. And so I really admired the work that they did and wanted to be like them. It's not like we work somewhere where we're putting out a different kind of product. I don't ever want a kid to think that I didn't care enough to do something that technically is not in my job description. So if you're gonna do this job, it's not gonna fit in a box, and it's gonna spill over, and you're gonna feel like you have to be all things to all people. If you don't want that, don't do this.
I initially wanted to be a counselor, and so I wanted to help children that had grown up in a difficult situation, and then I thought I could help one child an hour for 8 hours a day, or I could help 24 students for over 100 days a year, so I chose that. Yeah. When they write me my notes, and I have several by my desk that I read almost daily, that's kind of my push on the hard days. I'm like, okay, it's fine. This is how they really feel, and so those are the big moments.
I wanted to be a teacher because I want to make a difference in the future. And what way is better than shaping the future? The kids can't be any career without teachers helping them to be successful and helping them to achieve their goals and their dreams. So to shape the future. But if you love kids and you want to make a difference in their future and the future of the world, then teaching is the best thing that you could do. It's just so much fun. Every day there's something different. It is never the same. You can create your own lessons and make things your own. Like I said, kids love you. They are like your biggest fans, and they're so helpful, so sweet. So if that is your passion and that's what's in your heart, then it's awesome. Very rewarding.
I didn't have a teacher that really took the time to invest in me when I was younger. So I spent a lot of time in the principal's office. I was that kid. And I just never had a teacher that really tried to take the time to understand anything about me or maybe why I was acting the way I was. And so I tend to attract those types of students, and I love to have them in my classroom. I love to love on all of my students, but especially the ones that might be a little bit more challenging, because they're the ones that need me the most. It's every single thing that you're going to learn from your students is the most thing that you can look forward to. It's exciting to be in the classroom with them and to learn from them every day. You're probably going to learn more from your kids than you will from all of your years in college working hard toward becoming a teacher, and it's very rewarding.
I became a teacher because I had the opportunity to have some really awesome teachers in my life, and I wanted to be like them. I wanted to help kids like they helped me. So it was just one of those things. I felt like I was good at it, and it's definitely something I wanted to do. I love it. I love teaching and moving around and, you know, getting them to move around. I love teaching reading. That's probably my most favorite, teaching the rules of reading and why we do things the way that we do. I think when I was a kid, my biggest pet peeve was because I said so. And so to me, to be able to explain this is why we do this, not because I say so, but because this is the rule behind this and why we use these letters at the end of a word, or why we, I don't know, that's what I really like.
Once I graduated from high school, really didn't know my direction, didn't have a plan. So I joined the Marine Corps, and while I was in the Marine Corps, I had the opportunity to work with some of the younger Marines that were coming in, and was kind of teaching them different aspects of being in the Marine Corps, and not only what life is like in the Marine Corps, but also all the different combat missions, training, and stuff like that. So once I kind of started with that and helping those younger Marines, I kind of took a pivot, and when I got into college, that's kind of the direction I wanted to take. You really have to, I believe, have to have a giving heart. One of those things that you really have to be able to communicate with the kid and find that common ground with that student, and help them to be as successful as they possibly can. And a lot of times you have to give more than what they're willing to give. And so you've got to definitely be willing to do that. So going the extra mile, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's those moments where you see a kid finally understand the skill they're working on. The bikes have probably been the most rewarding thing we've had. We have a lot of kids that don't know how to ride a bike, and to finally see it click when they learn how to use the pedals and without training wheels, and they can go around and ride a bike, and just see that aha moment, like, I get it, I can do it. So always enjoy the moment, have fun. Give the kids something fun to look forward to, and remind them that PE is a refresh to a start. They may be having a bad day in the classroom, but we're in PE. It's a fresh start. Let's restart your day, enjoy it, enjoy the moment, and then you can go out to it with a new attitude if you're having a rough day. That's kind of really what I try to tell the kids, especially if I can see them coming in upset. Like, hey, did you get upset in here? No. Okay, then let's have fun in here. So that's really what I try to tell them.
Every year, I think that we've hit the highest peak, and then I watch the new teachers the next year, and I'm just blown away. All of the finalists, if we can just give them another round of applause. You're inspiring to me. I'm proud to represent our district. I'm proud to have had 3 of my kids graduate through Enid Public Schools. I have another one in high school. Makes me proud to be a parent here and part of our community, knowing that people like you are pouring into our kids every single day. So thank you for giving so freely of yourselves to our students every day. The Teacher of the Year finalists completed portfolios. They get an honor, and then they get some homework. So they completed portfolios, which were reviewed by a committee of community members who selected a winner. The committee members had an arduous task due to the number of outstanding candidates. Congratulations once again to all the finalists. And please join me in congratulating the 2025 Enid Public Schools District Teacher of the Year, Trent Holland. It's quite an honor just to be a finalist from Enid High School. There are many, many teachers competing for just being the building level teacher of the year. So Mr. Holland definitely deserves our congratulations. He looked pretty shocked, so I don't know if he has a speech prepared, but we're ready for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Just want to say thank you to the Enid Public Schools Foundation, the board members, just everybody out there that's, I want to just kind of look out in the crowd and see so many outstanding teachers out there. Miss Niles, had the honor of knowing you as I was coming through Glenwood and you being there. And then I think I had Reagan Newman in class at one point. Just a fabulous group of teachers. Sadie, one of my teachers that I get to work with every day. Fantastic. I learned so much from Sadie. Every day and all the things that she brings to the table being a new teacher. And so thank you all. I appreciate it very much. Craig Liddell, thank you. Appreciate you and all your support you've given me.
That concludes our program for this evening, but we would love for all of our finalists, our support professional, rookie, and teacher finalists, as well as our teachers of tomorrow, to join us up here so we can get group photos before you leave. And thank you all for coming.